Hello, how is it going? My name is Hard Drama, and today we are jumping back into another Minecraft stream where we will be continuing the village that we've recently started. Just give me a second to get everything popped up and switch everything over for this current. Okay, there we go. Alright. So we're gonna jump it back in. We'll do a quick flyover of what we've done so far. Okay, so this is where we currently are. I do want to do some work on a project that was suggested by a viewer. And I don't know how I'm going to make it work. And I really don't know how I'm gonna make it work, but I'm gonna try and do it today. Let me see if I can find like a blueprint or something. Or at least see a picture. Oh my god, that's gonna be so hard to build. I don't know how I'm gonna build that. I may table that for a little bit. Right now we're at population 107. We go ahead and move this over to about here. Alright, so what have we done so far? Well, here in Artemis, we have our southern district named Lavelle. We got our Lavelle subway station right there. Over here, what we're temporarily calling Midtown, we are taking suggestions for a district name here. Just temporarily calling it Midtown. We have the Midtown Church right there. And over here, we're starting our more medium density build, which is basically our downtown, made out of cherry wood as homage for the cherry blossoms that are at the top of the mountain. But right here, we got our next build. Should be another 12 villagers once that is all said and done. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and build a skeleton for this building. This one building is going to give us an extra 12 villagers to our population. Once we hit 150, we're going to make sure we do another community build. Luckily for me, this building is pretty simple to do. Because it's not on some crazy terrain. It's actually really simple. Wait, what? Oh, I built it too short. I see. I'm not used to building it like this, but sure. A little bit different. This is probably going to be one of the more boring builds, to be fair, because it's very generic and very flat. Alright, we'll build the upper roof, and then we'll build the lower after that. The crop fields on the latest farm are coming along pretty well. It's good to see. Looks like the villagers are coming to, help out. We have so many iron golems. Funny thing to think about, like, if I were to actually try and count all the iron golems, I don't think I could actually do it. There's just so many. What I want to do is build these pillars up, so I don't forget where they are. Hey! Thank you. I think I want to use a different building material when we go across the river. Probably like red brick or something. No, because those are going to be more lower density across the river. Alright, so now that we got the base structure built, let me do some detail work. We'll probably get the road surrounding this completed. Actually, you know what, let's do the road now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think this will do. We'll get the detail work done. I don't know, do I want the lanterns on the bottom or on top going forward? I kind of like them on top. On the bottom makes more sense to me though. But keep that for now. I may switch it up in the future. It's something I just thought about. Alright, we'll build our road. If I remember correctly, we didn't build a road on this backside. No, so we're gonna leave that as is. The road will go forward. where's this one? Here? Alright, let's do some terraforming. I think what we'll do is we'll have this go down here to meet this. And then where's this intersection gonna be? What level? I'm thinking right here would be better. No, right here we'll do the elevation change. Gonna kind of be like that. It's gonna match up. Oh, here. We'll add in the cherry wood there. This is a small detail, but alright. We'll work with that. Then we'll start over here. And then we'll match this elevation here. And then we'll match, or we'll do the elevation change right there. I think for the intersection, we're gonna go here. So one block down. And then we'll do the elevation change right there. I do need to replace that with cherry wood right there. Nope. There. And then this, we're gonna meet this elevation here. Which means we're gonna go up one. Is that the same elevation? No, it's gonna need to go down. Then here, we'll meet the same elevation. Nothing too crazy right there. And then here, we're gonna need to do a crazy elevation change. Starting right here. And then we'll need to go up one more. But this is just to get some of the small detail work, because like that dirt block is gonna bug me if I don't change it. Alright, now we can actually start building apartments for an additional 12 villagers. Ooh, that's right. So these are actually gonna have to go. Actually, I'm gonna keep that. I don't know. Let me actually see what it looks like. No, I'm gonna take it out. I don't like it. Okay. So we need to take this bit out. What we could do is, instead of having it on the corners, we could do like one here and one here instead. Actually, that kind of works. I'm gonna go ahead and change that now. But I also want to have the lights on top. So a few different design changes here. I think for the better. Where's the up house gonna be? Okay, so I thought about it, and I've looked at some designs. Trying to replicate this up house is gonna be quite an interesting ride. But for sure, I'm gonna build it right here in this clearing. I may have to terraform this bit here, down one, because it's gonna be pretty massive. Like, I'm looking at pictures right now of what this thing is gonna look like, and I have no idea how I'm gonna make this, because there's a lot of slanted shapes. That's what's kind of throwing me off. I can, because I don't want it to be boxy either. I have an idea. Okay, you know, let's just so it's kind of like yellow, right? I want to use cherry wood, but is there yellow wood? There's bamboo. We could build it out of bamboo. Oh, you want it to fly. Oh. So it's probably gonna... I kind of want it in the backdrop. So like maybe like a bit higher, like here. Not okay, so not replicate it, but I have an idea of how to make it look good. All right, let me just well, how to fly with balloons. Okay. Let me get a base to work with. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A little higher, maybe. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll do 20. I kind of want it to be high enough that you can see it from the ground. So like, I don't know, is that too high from here? And we're not really on the ground, we're on a roof. Like, from this little balcony here, you could see it. Okay. So basically, it has like one room here. I'm gonna use the same kind of building method I've been using to try and make this work. Actually, this might be the front. That's gonna be the front. This will be the back. Alright, let me at least build parts of it and just kind of see. It's not gonna look good from every angle. Actually, this could be the roof. So this could be like this. Is it a 2-story house? It's kind of a 2-story. So this might be the roof. I might make it a little bit lower than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be. So this will be the upper level. So like the slanted roof. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. So this level would be the floor. What I'm thinking. You know what? I think that looks better. We'll go with that. Alright, so we go. I want to put a little more detail in it, because I know you used a lot of detail. Oh wait, did I do this wrong? Hold on. I'm forgetting my own building methods. Hold on. What's 1, 2, 3 on the 4th one? So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here. I'm already messing this up. Just give me a second. I'm gonna get it. Okay, so this is gonna be right, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this is gonna be the, I guess, living room would be accurate for this. I'm really trying to replicate the layout. If I can't replicate it exactly... So, there's kind of an indent on the left with a front porch. So essentially, this would be the front porch here. Living room. This would be like the entryway. Or the foyer. So hard building like in the sky. Alright, let me see how it looks. Okay. I got the basic frame. Okay. So this would be like the living room there. Oh, okay, I see. I see what I gotta do with the roof. The roof is going to be probably the hardest part to pull off, but I think I can do it. Because technically, this will be the edge. Because this is like the front porch of the house. Foyer, probably the living room and a bedroom. So we said this is the upper limit for the roof. I'm gonna work on the roof first, because this is honestly gonna be the hardest part to pull off. I'm trying my best to replicate it. I'm just gonna make it like a one-room shack, basically. Alright, let me pull up the design real quick. So it's gonna be something like this. And then the other one goes like this. Which was more prominent? So I think this is the prominent portion of the roof. Does it go all the way over? No, it doesn't. Okay, so that pyramid stays intact. I believe it's here? Okay. I think I need to build this part of the pyramid first, and everything else will be kind of easier after that. So this is the main part of the roof, and then this is the secondary part of the roof. So I think I had blocks here, here. And we're gonna delete these later, but it's just to make it easier to build this. It's gonna be kind of like a vaulted roof. Okay. You know what, we'll skip this portion. And then we'll just build this to start. Now, how I'm gonna attach it to balloons, that's gonna be another tricky question. Because there's not many round objects in Minecraft. So that's the first portion of the roof. I don't know, should I take those out? They're not necessary. No, I'll keep it, I'll keep it. Alright, so now we need to build the other portion of the roof. It's kind of like this. And then it goes into the existing roof here. This part of the details where it's going to get a little interesting to play with. To see if I can get the directions right. Kind of like that. And then this needs to go like this. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh, actually. I think this one needs to come off and go like that. There we go. Okay, I think this is the best iteration of this roof I'm gonna get. And I'm probably not gonna get a better version of this roof. It doesn't seem like it pokes out on the other side, so I'm not gonna bother with that. At least from the... Oh, it does poke out on the other side. Okay. We'll build that part. I just gotta remember what to do here. So it's from here up. Okay. So from here up. You know what? No. I was perfectly fine with the previous version. I'm just gonna build it back. The previous version worked fine. Alright. And it looks like there is like a little step down right here. And then he has like a little fence on his little porch here. These windows are kind of interesting. I might be able to replicate these. Maybe not exactly. Like a trapdoors, maybe? Okay, this door is on the right here. So I think it's something gonna be like this. I'm gonna try and replicate those windows as best as I can. It's something like this, right? For continuity, I'm gonna keep with the theme of nature. We're gonna go with pink glass, and we're gonna use pink trap doors for the window siding, or the window covers, whatever you want to call them. What would glass panes look better? You know what? You know what? Sure. We'll do that. Okay, I fixed those. And then we'll use like trapdoor, copper, cherry. Like something like this. And it does add a little bit of texture. There's something like that. All right, what other detail am I missing here? You kind of have some windows like up here, but I think it'll look weird. All right. How do I? Let's add some lighting. How are we gonna make this float? Balloon. What can I use for a balloon? Wool? Alright. Like I think I can build the shape of a balloon. Oh, this is everything. Maybe like a... There's not a lot of rounded things. What can I use? Maybe like, can I attach a lead to it to make it look like rope? I could use chains to hold the balloon. That could work. Alright, what colors are these balloons? They're multicolors. Alright. So it looks like it's... Oh, I am missing something. I'm missing a chimney. So it kind of comes up here. I am missing a chimney. The chimney kind of comes up right here. Let me use slab. Oh, okay. I don't think this is gonna... because these are two separate blocks. I might have to make this look a little funky. So if the chimney is coming up from here, we'll assume the stove is like... Because it can't be here, because these are 4 separate blocks. I'm gonna have to call a mulligan and make this work. Is there any other pink item I can use? For texture, concrete, shulker box. That would make sense. We'll build like a pink concrete chimney. And we kind of need like a... campfire. What if we use like the terracotta instead? Oh, I think that fits the build a little bit better, and I'll add a different layer of texture. I dig that. That definitely matches the build a little bit better. Alright, so there's our chimney. Balloons. Chains. We can use chains. And it kind of attaches to the chimney. Okay. So we'll go like maybe too high. So the balloons that are here... Oh, so it's a bunch of small balloons that form the shape of the bigger balloon. Okay. So we'll do wool. Well, since we're gonna try and keep with the theme, we're gonna go pinks, magentas, purples, and blues. Because the video, or the picture I'm looking at, it's a bunch of different colors. Lots of pastel colors. So we'll do pink, magenta, light blue, yellow, gray. Okay, we'll start with pink at the base, and then we'll kind of go from there. And then it kind of needs to go out one. Alright, so... You know what? Let's go ahead and get a different tooltip. So I'm gonna go put all this stuff away that we don't need. Alright, so for our wool, to make these balloons, so I think we'll use white, yellow for sure, light blue, magenta, pink. That's 5. I think we need more than that, so we can't use all of these. I think we'll use white, gray, red, yellow, green, light blue, purple, magenta, pink. Something like that. So we'll go white on this first one. We just need to build 2 up to build the next balloon. So we'll do red here. Yellow here. And then we'll go... Wait, I think I needed to go 2 up, maybe. Maybe? It's because it kind of needs to be... like this. So, like that. So up to diagonal 1. So up to diagonal 1. Up to diagonal 1 on the inside. And then we'll replicate white here. Up to diagonal 1. Diagonal 1. And we'll do gray here. Up to diagonal 1. Diagonal 1. Up to diagonal 1. Because I needed to kind of spread out and then go back in. So we'll do yellow next. Up to diagonal 1. Diagonal 1. So up to diagonal 1. Diagonal 1. Up to diagonal 1. Diagonal 1. Up to diagonal 1. Diagonal 1. So next one's gonna be magenta, but now we're gonna go in. Or do you want to just go straight up 1 and then go in? So go up 2. Up 2. Oh no! Hold on. It's like this. Then we'll do white, gray. And now we're gonna go inward. So up to diagonal 1. Diagonal 1. So, like that. Red. Up 2, diagonal. Up 2, diagonal. Diagonal 1, diagonal 1. Up 2, diagonal 1. Up 2, diagonal 1. Up 2, diagonal 1. Diagonal 1. Up 2, diagonal 1. Up 2, diagonal 1. Up 2, diagonal 1. And the last one's going to be basically that. Now I just kind of have to connect them all with chains, basically. Alright, I'm just gonna have the chains kind of coming down from the top. Like, obviously not all of them are going to be connected. I just have to make the illusion like they're connected. Like that. That's the last one. Something like that, I think, will work. Okay, there's another one below it. What are we missing? We're missing this one here. There is one below it here. Grab this one. This one might be easier doing it from the bottom up. At least this way I know where the bottom is. I think that's everything on this side. I might need to remove this chain here. Yeah. Okay. So we do need this one. So this one's already connected, I just need to go up. I am missing this one. This is definitely the most creative thing to date. in this world. Like, by far and away. Definitely one of the harder things I've tried to build and or replicate, probably ever. The whole point of this was I wanted to build these villages, like, big and quick. But adding a little bit of extra creativity will kind of give this map a little more character that probably wouldn't have existed had no one said anything about it. I think that's everything. I think we got everything. Well, that basically is what it is. I'm trying my best to replicate the whole... Alright, let's go ahead and disconnect it from its foundation. You know what? For good measure, we'll probably put a villager in it too. I mean, if we spent the time building it, we might as well put a villager in it. Oh no, my glass. So you will need a bed, for sure. Bed, villager. And finally give him this door. I might need to take this siding out so we can be able to use the door. Alright. Question is the villager just gonna jump off? We'll see. Alright, back to our other build. I said I was gonna build it, I built it. A couple new design changes going forward, but I think it'll be for the better. I really couldn't figure out how I was going to move forward with it anyway. So it was definitely some needed design changes. I think I'm going to go ahead and block this off. Yeah, just that part. The inside doesn't look that bad. It could be used for, like, storage or something. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Oh, my lord. Sorry, I'm just very tired. I don't know why. We did get our population to 108 with the establishment of the up house for GD Cat. Actually, dedicated to GD Cat. Alright, now we can start building. Let's build the outline for this set of apartments. Boom, boom. Okay, that's correct. Oh wait, I said we were gonna do those. No, actually, no, we're not going to. The more I think about it, the more it looks weird, so I'm not gonna do that. Bed, villager, door. The door could be on the outside? No, it's gonna look weird. I think only for this one, because of the stairs, I'm gonna put the door on the inside, which normally I wouldn't do. I think it fits better. Yeah. Add the little detail here. Alright, next up. Gollum, why are you up here? Wait, door's gonna be here. Yeah, that's right, that's right. That is another 6. So that brings us to 114 villagers. And we're moving on. I guess it'll make more sense to build this one first. Oh no, oh, they're waking up. Right. That's not a bad view either. Got a view of the lava and the valley. Oh man, I feel bad for if I have to build something over here, we're gonna take away the view of the valley. So for that reason, feel a little bad. Okay, upstairs we go. Can you move? Boop. Wait. Oh, I didn't build the, that. Alright. That's another 6 as well. For a 120. Alright. Moving on, what do I want to build next? I kind of want to build something here. So up next we got, once we hit 150, we're gonna build our second city church. I think we are gonna build somewhere down here. But I want the building to face northward. Because of the downward slope. No, it needs to be on the upper slope. We might redo the height of this road. Because the building needs to face the upper slope. Question is, can I make this work? We'll do some looking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna come right up to the water edge. I think we can make this work. It's gonna come up right up to the water edge. We're probably gonna change the height of this road as well. So while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and rebuild that. Sorry, Gollum. Wait, where's our other train station? It's right here. How far did I go between 1, 2? I did 3. So 1, 2. We'd have to go one more block to the west for us to do another extension of the subway. It's fine. I'm okay with that. I will need cherry wood here. So these houses are gonna be the ones that are gonna overlook the ocean. I just realized I never built this road. Well, let's go ahead and build it. So at this point, we're gonna be here. So we will need to change the terrain height here. Then we're gonna be here. Change terrain height here. We're gonna need cherry wood again. Because this is gonna bug me if I don't do it. And that probably doesn't matter too much. Oh. That could have been a basement. going on? Oh. That's a trade school, that's right. I was wondering what all those noises were. Alright. Let's get to building. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. There we go. They should align. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I'm gonna create houses on these lower levels. I could. But just like on the front side, you know? We'll probably build some docks as well. We could do that. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to have a direct waterfront property. Could be interesting. But only on this front side. Because with the height, we'll make it work. This would be the roof. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this will work perfectly. We can do this. So that'll give us a lot more buildable room. Alright, let me kind of plan this bottom portion out first. I think that'll be easiest to kind of make it work. Alright, we'll do some terrain adjustments. Go to about here. I'm trying to avoid terraforming as much as possible, but I do like the idea of having these direct waterfront properties that would be built into the basement of this building. So this will actually be a 3-floor building. So instead of housing 12 villagers, it's gonna house 16. It's gonna have this lower level that we didn't initially plan for, but we can build it in. So let me at least get the outline kind of settled. We'll build the roads around it and make it all look nice. Yay! So be what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like kind of like that. 2, 3, 4. Something like that. And then we'll have like a little walkway leading up to these apartments here. Can villagers climb ladders? This one's definitely going to be a departure from what we normally build. Because it is going to include this lower waterfront level that would otherwise not exist. I mean, I guess we could go further back if we wanted to. And have 2 villagers per unit, so 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. It's just that those units would face... I'm already thinking about redoing these designs. I mean, I like what we got, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't feel like it's super necessary to change them now. But if we had these stairways going up like that, we could make it work, maybe. We'll try playing with the design on this one and then kind of see where that takes us. Because I have an idea which will actually maximize our potential. Did I build that back wall? No, I did not. I didn't build a floor here either. Alright, we'll go ahead and dig this out. I mean, like, I'm trying to think about this new way I'm wanting to build these apartments using the same kind of layout we already have. Where instead of doing 6 units, it could be 8 and utilize the entire space. We make them, like, instead of small 1-bedrooms, they can be large double bedrooms. So like a larger studio, but for 2 people. For 2 villagers, basically. It's kind of the idea I'm thinking about. And only the upper levels will end up having to sacrifice. So it's gonna use the same base design of, like, the frames that I'm building. I don't know, I'm gonna think about it a little bit. I am gonna go take a quick break. I am gonna think about it a little bit. And if I come up with something, I will let y'all know. I will be back. we are back. So, I thought it over during the break, and I think I've come up with a final solution to how I want to redo these layouts. So if we're assuming a 4x4 equals one villager, if we just connect it as one whole unit, we can actually maximize the floor space. Because I keep dedicating like this little corner here as like stairway and porch. We don't need to do that. We can actually do this a lot better. And probably a lot more efficiently too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because assuming each... Yeah, I think I got it. Let me just build a frame and then we'll actually build the actual finished product of what this is going to look like. But I think I already have it in my head exactly how to do this, and it's going to maximize our potential and maximize the square footage for villagers, which means we can actually get to 4 villagers per floor. And it's going to open the possibility of having even taller buildings in the future. What we're working on right now... Oh, hold on. I did forget something. 1, 2, 3, 4... I think this new design is going to be so much better. I mean, already this is going to be one of the bigger buildings we've built so far. But with this new plan I'm thinking about, we can make this even bigger. It will actually allow for much bigger buildings in the future. So we'll do one run with this new design and kind of see how it looks. Alright. And it will also, I think it will also allow a lot more flexibility in terms of like building different designs as well. Like being able to add like balconies and stuff like that. I don't know, the potential is there and I want to actually build it and see what it looks like. And we'll try it out with this specific build, and then if it looks good, then we'll probably use this build going forward. And so here's our frame. Let's go ahead and build these rows real quick so I don't forget. So I know this intersection is going to be here on this height. And it needs to go to here. What I might end up doing is, I might build the bottom first. And then here we'll do the stairs. Starting to go up right here. Okay, we actually need to start at one back. Okay. That's okay. Place these with blocks. Make these stairs. Okay. I'm gonna add some cherry wood right there so I don't forget about that detail. I don't know how long I'm gonna make this road, so we're gonna kind of go bit by bit. And then as we go, I will see where we need to end it. I think we can go maybe one more. Because we need to be able to connect this road to about right there. So we will go into the water a little bit, but not too much. So the road will technically end like right here. And then these two units will just be connected to each other. Alright, I don't think I want to do a road here. Just because it cuts off really abruptly. I want to build another beach. No, I'm gonna leave that as is. Alright, let me get the decorating going, and then we'll start working on something different. We won't put one there because there is going to be no road there. Alright, let's start with the lower level. Do I want to expand this further back? If we're going to maximize space, we can. So let's go ahead and do that. No. I'm gonna leave this as is, because then we're gonna have to end up building into that little hill. I kind of don't want to do that. So this will be like our last, try building single units. Because going forward, they're gonna be double units. I'll put all the doors on the same side. Just for some uniformity. Oh wait, we do need a door here. And then up top, we will build the new design. Okay. We could put windows here, so I am gonna do that. Alright, just right there. Alright. Now comes the new design. I think I got it in my head what I want to do. So we still need to take this bit out. Wait, I didn't build this pillar. I don't know how I missed out. So, same thing. It needs to land there. With the stairs here. Like this? I think. Oh no, I built it wrong. Oh, because the stairs here, and then it goes down like this. Right. So I think I do still need to have a block here, here, and here. Okay, so that gets us to the second floor, where they can access their door. Okay, this works. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So I think it needs to be like this. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I guess we'll start with the... Because my plan is... How would they get to the next floor? It could keep going up. I think with this current design and the limitations I've already set, I think this is as tall as the buildings can get. No, I think we could go one higher. We won't do that on this build. I just want to see what the final product looks like on this one before I decide to make it different, you know? So. What are you doing, Gollum? So this is going to be our first double unit right here. Actually, let me put these lanterns in now so I know exactly where they're going to go. And this will help light up the work area as well. I think I want the doors to be on the left. And let's fill in our windows. We got 2 beds for 2 villagers. That unit is done. Alright, next unit. The door's on the left. Okay. little bit of a bigger space. It's once we build the second floor is when we're gonna really know whether this was a good change or not. But working within the design limitations I've placed on myself, I think this should look fine. Alright, last unit here. We will need to build this wall. Goes there. Door's still going to be on the left. So we'll do this, this, that. So the stairs, I'm trying to make it so they take up the least amount of space possible in the unit below. Alright, now we can work on the upstairs. So that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 villagers so far in this building. This is where it's going to get a little tricky. Like, yeah, it's not as... Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. How are they supposed to get over there? How are they supposed to get over there? Unless it's just one gigantic unit? Like 4 roommates sharing space up here. And then just remove the center pillar. Okay, so this design isn't gonna work as well as I thought it would, but it's not a bad start. I think what I need to build is more like townhomes instead of apartment buildings, where each townhome or each walk-up is 2 stories with a staircase, its own individual staircase inside, and then they can each fit 2 on each floor. I think that's going to be the way forward. Alright, let me at least build this dividing wall. That's gonna be the front door. I mean, this could still work. This is more like a unit for a large family. So essentially, 4 villagers are gonna be living inside of this big space in order to maximize that space. We're gonna put a bed here, a bed in each corner. But that'll leave enough space for each villager. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Something like that. Alright, now we gotta do the same thing over here. But, oh, if we do townhome type style, we could build 3 stories if we do it that way. I am debating. On that one, the door's gonna be forced to be on that side, but it's okay. So So something like this. So it's more like communal living instead of everyone having their own space. I mean, it's not a bad idea moving forward. It is more high density, which is good. Well, if you look at the space we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's a 7 by 8 plus a 4 by 2. So let me think about this. 7 by 8 plus 8 divided by 16. Okay, so it comes out to about the same amount of space. So we are still working within the limitations I set. I don't hate it. So it's going to be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 villagers added to Artemis for a grand total of 140. Let's go. You know what? Doing this each. Ooh. I think I got it. I know what the move forward is. Instead of it being individual rooms, it could be communal living. That's going to be the only way to maximize our density. I do like the design. It doesn't look bad at all. You can see the villagers are kind of there. I like it. Why is that one villager on the roof? Can you get down? Oh. Let me come here. I'm trying to push you down to where you can get down. Because I know you're not going to do it on your own. There you go. There he goes. He got it. He figured it out. I don't know about the cat, but I think going forward, I think we got it. I think we got the final design. We just need to make it work. Alright, where's our next buildable area gonna be? It could be this bit here. So our train station's here. There'll be 1, 2. We will need to build a train station somewhere over here. So I believe that'll be 3, because we have a train station here, so that'll be 1, 2, 3 blocks down. So I believe 1 is here. Then we go 1, 2, 3. We go from here to here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this will be like West Downtown. Or we could be like West End as like a temporary name. Let's kind of plan this out and see where I want this height to be. I kind of want to keep it relatively here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? With this new building style I have in mind, let's try and do a 3-story building, like an actual proper 3-story building. Honestly, this is gonna feel more like university housing, but I'm okay with that. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, Or like group home style. Probably the best way to explain it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one more. Perfect. This is not going to be too much terraforming that we have to do. Normally I would have built it at the higher elevation, but because to get a road through here would just, it would be kind of stupid. So I decided we're going to go on this lower elevation just to extend the current road that we have. This is less village, more city, but you know what? I'm digging it. I want our downtown to be as dense as possible. I want it to be lively. You see the villagers and the golems all having a good time. Villagers like to come and help build. Essentially, that's the kind of stuff I like to see. Like, if I'm gonna build something like this, I'd rather it get used. Alright, we'll build the base, or the foundation, and then we'll build out the roads. And then we'll start work on the actual building itself. Let's see what this is. Potential. Why are all these villagers meeting up here at the up house? Speaking of which, is the villager that I spawned here still here? He is. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So I'm thinking we can have the road kind of match the terrain. We're like right here. It's gonna go down to here. We'll have the road continue matching right here. So like that. Kind of. So I think here it might need to go down one. About right here. Because in this intersection, it's going to be a lot lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like that. And from here, it's going to go up. At least I don't have to do too much detail work. It's just a really odd terrain height. And then from here, it will go up. I don't know if I want to build a train station into here. I could. But it's just going to take away space. Unless we make this a business of some kind. Like, what would... Ooh. They do kind of need some... Like a supermarket. Because we have the farm stuff nearby. We can make this a supermarket, as well as a train station entrance on this first floor. But how are they gonna do the housing on the second floor? Ah. I didn't think about that. I think this one, we're gonna kind of copy the most recent build, that one. And then on the right side, we're gonna do the newer build. So I'm trying to think about how to fit a train station as well as what to do with all of this space. Well, actually, hold on. We would only need about this much space, right? To build the entrance. Wait, I am overthinking this. The entrance can be built right here. Because there's no road right there. I'm dumb. I really overthought that, like, so hard. I think we're gonna make our first 3-story building. Official 3-story. Because this one was 2 with a basement. This one's gonna be a true 3-story basement. Or 3-story building. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we'll go ahead and build our frame for our building. So at least this part, I think I have it pretty much solid planned. Building like this is gonna take a little bit more work. I do still kind of want to build that supermarket I was thinking about on the first floor. Because I already had the idea. I'm still gonna implement it. We're still looking for names for a bunch of different stuff as well. Like, I want to rename Midtown. This is probably going to be the West End temporarily, but I am open to names for this new district that we're building. It's going to be a much more higher density than our downtown core. So, like, our downtown core is 2-story. I want this to be 3-story. 3-story and up. I want this to be insanely densely compact. I'm gonna build a 3-story one just to start and see how it comes out. If it's easy to build, that means a 4-story will be also easy. Something like that. Not too crazy, but not too simple either. So I gotta build these support pillars. I took the support pillars out of the other building, but I'm probably going to keep them in this time around. Just because of how big the building is, it would make sense that those pillars stay in place. Go ahead and build this other one here. I'm hoping we can at least finish this one building before I sign off. I'm hoping this one isn't too ambitious. But I think I already have an idea of how I want to build it. And if I get it right, this is going to give us 8, 16, 24 villagers in one building. If I can pull it off the way I had it in my head. Oh look! They're using the hospital, I just noticed that. Let me... Yeah, they're using the hospital. I mean, that's a children's ward, but still. I'm just trying to make my building method less rigid. While still being able to do it fast. I think we need like an attraction or something, like a tourist attraction. I think the first thing we really need to do is build the stairways up to connect all the floors together. Like, I know where the dividing wall is going to be. So we still want to put... I still want to put the supermarket here. Still. So supermarket here. With everything else being living. So this is going to be 8, 16. So this one's going to be 20 villagers, even though it is a 3-story. So it... Just because I do want to put a supermarket or a business here next to the train station we're about to build. Okay, what am I thinking about? Okay, I take it back. I am gonna change the height of this road to match the building. So I'm gonna have it go up one more. Because I need it to about here. No, 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 no. Here it can change. Okay. So something like that. Alright, so... So here's our dividing wall. So for sure, stairway here. To get up to the second floor. This one might actually need to be further back. So like more here. So like here. And then there will be another stairway going up. On this side. You know what? I'm okay with that. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. Is it gonna work? No, that's not gonna work. Right idea, wrong execution. Like, I don't want to build it up against a wall. I think my other option would be to build it here. And I don't think that's gonna work either. It's gonna be too close to this stairway. I think the only way I can execute it is if it wraps around. That might be my only option. So it's gonna have to go here. Basically. I mean, as long as that's on the backside, I don't mind that. Really. I think I did it wrong. That needs to go like this. I mean, that's fine. If we remove the support pillar again, we should be fine. Wait, what? Why did I take all that out? We didn't need to take all that out. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we will leave the support pillars in. So, kind of like that. I think this will be fine. This will work. Now, how to build a supermarket into... I got an idea, kind of, where essentially the villagers that live above the supermarket essentially work for the supermarket. That's really the only thing I can come up with. Oh, wait, hold on. Definitely not as easy as I thought it was going to be when I first started planning this out, but I think it's fun. And then this one's going to have to be walled up. It's going to have to land here. Yeah, this could be fine. I think it'll work. I think that's like the bare minimum to make it work. Alright. What I could do is, I can remove these right here. Just add just a little bit of extra space. Yeah. I like that. Because that makes this little area still livable by the stairs. And it won't feel as small, you know? I put lights here, but not over there. So... I guess one center light, like right here, should be good enough. Instead of having so many. I'm gonna change that up. You know what? Actually, we could still have a light right there. There's nothing that says we can't. Alright, so this works. Alright, let me fix the lighting up here one more time. Basically like that. Alright. Let's start the building process. I think I want to start with the supermarket slash housing area. So I'm thinking we're gonna make this into an entrance exclusively for the upstairs. So it's not directly connected to the supermarket, basically. Or actually, hold on. So something like this. And then we'll just need to do a little finagling right here. This could just be like some store shelves right there. And then that'll be like the entrance to the market. Actually, this wall doesn't need to exist. So we can actually put our lantern back right there. So let's look for some bookshelves. Actually, wait, let me put the windows in before I forget. Let me do some of the detail work. We're just doing the supermarket right now. Actually, no, I want that door here. Alright, so we're gonna get some... Actually, no, this could be like a storage area for employees, so we're going to put barrels here. That would make more sense. For this to be more of a storage area than anything else. And then the rest of this is the store. So we'll need like a counter, I guess. And thinking slabs. Cherry. Or maybe like trapdoors. Oh, I wonder if pressure plates or trapdoors would look better as counters. So let's go ahead, let's try that out. Hold on. So we'll go ahead and build what I think should be the counter. So like that. And then we'll probably put a fence here and here. Ooh, actually, this could work. So this is like where they would take care of their customers. This is where they have storage of extra items. Let's get some bookshelves. So they can make their selection of items from the shelves. They'll go here to pay, and then they leave. Let's get some item frames. What is... This is going to be a food store. I think we only need 4 frames. Because we sell, what? Wheat? Gonna sell wheat, potato, carrots, and something else. They can sell meat. What animal is popular in this area? Because I don't think I've seen a lot of animals. Sheep. What about on this side of the river? Are there any animals? Sheep? So it's gonna be mutton. So we're gonna go with mutton as our meat that we're gonna sell. Raw mutton. Nope. This is what the market sells. Bing, bang, boom. So I'm gonna call this the West End Market. Or food market. Boom. Alright, so now let's build the actual living quarters. I think, because of how big this is, we could do a double door. I guess that's fine. We might want some lighting just here at the entrance. Alright, so let's build a dividing wall. Here. To separate the 2 buildings. I I wonder what would look better, fences or trapdoors. I think trapdoors might look better than fences. For what I'm trying to think about. Cherry trapdoor. So we're gonna swap the fences out with trapdoor, and I just kind of want to see how this. Honestly, I don't hate it. I like it actually. All right, let's just build this floor. It'll give us 4 villagers here when all is said and done. Alright, so we're gonna need 4 beds. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, next floor. Dividing wall. If anything, I might be thinking a little too much about the decorating. But I want to add a little bit of extra flair, so it's not as basic. A little bit of extra detail. Typically when I do gigantic builds like this, I prioritize speed over detail. So I want to do a little bit better when it comes to detail. One here, one here, one here, one here. Boom, 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 boom. So that is 8 villagers here that live above the supermarket. For a grand total of 148. I kind of like the grand entrance, actually. I kind of like it, actually. I'm gonna keep that grand entrance idea going. Alright, we already got the lighting. We need windows. Let's put in the doors in before I forget. Just because this building is going to be quite popular. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, next floor. Windows. I guess if I really wanted to, I could just use ladders instead of stairs, but I want it to look more like a home than anything else. I'll do one right there. Boom, 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 boom. One more floor to go. And then once we finish this path, we're gonna be over 150 villagers, which means we will build our second church, which is gonna be our West End church, and we also need to build the West End, 1, 2, 3, the West End train station. So that's gonna be a total of 12 villagers right here. Oh, having the church here overlooking the water. Yes. 58, that'll be 160 pops. We reached our goal of 150. With this new design, it allows us to be a little more dense when it comes to building. So I think that's gonna be it for this stream. Let me just get my goals ready for the next one. So we need the West End Station, West End Church. And we are still looking for suggestions for a name for the West End, as well as names for Midtown. Because downtown, I'm just going to keep it as downtown. Wait, no, hold on. 1, 2. So the station isn't going to be built right there. The station is going to be built here. It's going to be built here, with the church being right there. I felt like, no, right there would be better use of space. I feel like that's a better use of space. I'm debating. I think we'll put it here. It is only 2 blocks from station to station. I think it would be better or more wise to put it at this intersection. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we figure it out. Let me see if any of the villagers used the market. Look at that! They're actually able to get up and down the stairs, which is good. Well, the design functions. I don't know why they're having a party there. I do like the fact that those golems are fucking... that those golems are just overlooking the new build. But yeah, I think we did a good amount for today. We expanded into the West End. We got our up house finally built, which is nice. Yeah. So for our next build, we're gonna have to build the West End train station. We're gonna have to build the West End church. We'll probably do the church here, near the hospital. We'll probably build the train station. We'll probably build the train station into the church. That's something I've seen done in other cities, so we could probably do that. But yeah, I think downtown is coming along quite nicely. I mean, we got up to 160 population, which is something we've been trying to get to for a while, so I'm very happy with the progress we made. We're still looking for names for this little Midtown section and what I'm currently calling West End. Like, that name isn't set in stone, but I am open to suggestions. So if you guys have anything, leave it down in the comments over there on YouTube. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for joining me on this live stream. That's going to be it for today. I hope y'all have a great day.